Welcome to my video for tips for general IELTS reading. Since the paper-based IELTS exam is discontinued, a lot of people are feeling nervous about the computer-based test. But trust me, it's not that scary as it looks. The reading section is almost the same. Passage, question time, types, and the timing do not really change. The only difference is that now you read and answer on a computer screen. So here are some tips that can generally really help you, like as it did to me. So the very basic things you need to know before your exam, while you're practicing or just like a week before your exam. Do not do it with the mindset that you cannot do it. Many people will tell you like the reading is the difficult module in IELTS, but that's not the case. If you do it with the proper mindset, if your mind is already occupied with so many other things, what people say like you will not get the required band score or your desired band score, then this is not the case. It just depends upon your calmness and your attitude towards the reading module. So read the passage like a book, article, or an interesting story. That will definitely help you a lot, because when you will be reading a passage like something you have to do, or you are doing it for the sake of like reading, then you won't get your desired score. So you have to read it like a passage so that you understand what the question is saying and what you are looking for, because many a times this is so the reading passages are not direct. It will not directly tell you here is the answer, just write it there. No, that's not the case. You often have to look for the meanings, you have to make the meanings. So for that you need to understand the whole passage first. uh, then the other thing, do not get panic after reading the question, because I have seen many a times student almost like feel overwhelmed. Like when they read the questions, they often ignore the basic things, and they get confused. Even if the answer is like, they almost lose their track. And if they found one question to be very difficult, they are not able to answer the other ones too. Like, so their mindset is only into that question, the difficult one, they stuck at that. So that's the big no thing, do not do this. Other thing is practice the things that you are weak at. Do not um, practice the all the papers. Like if you're very good at fill in the blanks, then just stop practicing it. Like, do not do it over and over again. Many times students are weak at MCQs and true false. They often lose their marks on these question types. So focus on that, not only on the things that you already know. So there are some things about basic things about reading, like the basic structure. There will be total of 40 questions, and for PGWP students, we like they mostly need 6 band, and for the 6 band requirement, you need to do at least 30 right answers. So just focus. If you're just focusing on getting 6 band, then try to do 30 as possible. Like you have to do 30 answers right, otherwise you will be getting 5.5 or something. And if you have high band, like not a requirement, if your desired score is 8 or 9, then you have to do at least 39 or 40 right for 8.5 and 9 band. So the reading like modules includes 4 to 5 passages. So for each passage, there will be a set of questions. Either it will be blanks or true false. So then each passage have very small paragraphs, usually They are with the ABC headings. And plus point, that's the basic plus point in general reading, that the passages are like the paragraphs are usually small. In academic, it's hard to read all the paragraphs. They're usually three paragraphs and they are very long, but for general the paragraphs are small, so it's easy to read and find the answers. The questions usually include the blanks, true, false, or not given answers, MCQs, paragraph headings, and find information in the paragraphs. So it's pretty much easy if you do it with attention, and usually your time is 1 hour, so you have to complete that in 1 hour only. So time also plays a key role in your exam. Things you need to take care of during your exam. So when you open your before opening your exam, take a deep breath. Like, do not get panic or do not get stressed. Do not look at the timing at the initial stage, like you will get worried about it. Deep breathe to read the question carefully. Do not just um, see the time and just do it in a hurry. Read it carefully. It many a times the question really matters. Like, many a times it's mentioned in the question, like you need to do it in a one word, two word, like blanks. There's usually you have to answer it in a one word. That really makes a difference. So the questions always go serial wise in a paragraph, so there is no need to be confused. For example, like the blank, the first blank, if there is a one passage and for that you have to fill in the blanks, so the first blanks will start from first paragraph. Second second blank will be under that first, where you find the first answer. The second one will be under that, so you don't need to look upon the first one again and again. Just go serial wise. Do not get confused. It often, like, if we've seen students getting confused at these things. These are the basic things. You have to go serial wise. Another very helpful thing is always highlight the main points in the questions. That will really help you, because when it's usually a time based, so many a times students are in hurry and they often skip the things. Always try to highlight the main points. In computer based there is option to highlight, and they will show you in the video how to highlight the questions or your main points before starting the paper, so don't need to worry about it. If you could not find the answer, you like it's if the question is very difficult to understand, do not spend too much time on it. Leave it and move on to the next one, because that will be really time consuming and it will make you confused and tensed, and you will definitely skip the easy answers. In just You will be in tension and you will be in worry, like you will skip the basic answers too. So here is how to highlight your answers. So in the first, this is a true false. So the question says the city buses start operating later than the tram. So there is a comparison between two. Firstly, you need to try to read your true false or question twice. Like, read it twice. What do you understand in your own language? City buses start operating, they say, and later than the trams. So the city buses start after the trans. We need to look upon the answer. So just read the first paragraph. You will definitely find it in first one. Here I have highlighted the answer. Our first tram from the city center leaves from Marvin Square at 6:30 a.m., half an hour after the first city bus service. So what it says is the tram runs after the city bus service. So it's completely opposite. It says city buses start after the trams. Here it says the tram runs before the city bus service. So this answer will be false. It's easy to find.